Hey, if you're not leveraging your video content on LinkedIn, you're missing out on a huge opportunity to share your content and reach an audience that's hungry for your valuable information. In this video, we're going to cover 8 ways you can leverage your video content and share it in different places on LinkedIn on a regular basis. That's going to help you reach more people, boost your credibility, and become a known expert in your field. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lowell Brown. I run a social media marketing agency in Toronto called Going Social, where we take the complicated out of social media marketing and make it a little more simple and easy for you. I cover a lot of information about Facebook and Instagram ads, Google search ads, social media marketing platforms like LinkedIn. So let's get into this video right now, and we're going to segue over to my first recommendation for how you can repurpose your video content. Let's get into it right now. Okay, so my first recommendation is to leverage feed posts. Now, this is, of course, the most obvious of all, but a lot of people don't realize that video is actually really powerful on LinkedIn. There are not many people that are actually regularly posting video content, so that's one way you're going to stand out in your feed. Most people do simple picture posts or generic text post, but not very many people leverage video. So taking videos that you've produced for YouTube as an example, or Instagram, taking those and reposting them on LinkedIn helps you reach more people in a more engaging way. Try it out today. It's really simple. And what's also very cool about uploading video on LinkedIn is that you can add a thumbnail. So you can actually capture a spot in the video or create a graphic thumbnail that you want to display to capture someone's attention. You can also upload an SRT file, which is a transcription file. So you can include transcriptions with your video content if you have that already. And if you don't, LinkedIn can try to auto transcribe that for you and will let you approve the transcription. And it's really simple to do. So I recommend you try video content as social feed posts. And hey, bonus tip here, check out this video. Even if you're not sharing every piece of content as video content, I've got a video that I created all about how to help you bulk create your LinkedIn posts or regular social media posts for that matter, using Canva and some AI tools. So check out the video right here. But before we get into that, let's get into our second tip here. And it's related to the first one. So we talked about sharing video on LinkedIn, but another thing that you may not be doing is repurposing content. And what do I mean by repurposing content? Well, let's say you've got a 5-minute video. Let's say it's even 2 minutes. It's a shorter video. Well, what you can do is take that video and cut it into shorter segments, 30 seconds, even 15 seconds, 15 seconds to a minute long. Take that longer video, cut it up into shorter bite-size video pieces, and you can share those for additional posts. Now, I'm doing that currently with a couple of my clients, and they're seeing huge engagement on those posts because they're able to hit people more often with more content. And the video content, like I said before, is what stands out. So taking your longer form video posts, cutting them into shorter snippets with just those juicy bits of information that are going to impact your audience, sharing that on LinkedIn on a regular basis will help you immensely. So remember, not only should you leverage your video content as feed posts, but repurpose that content. Take those videos, cut them into shorter clips, and you've got more content that you can share as additional posts. That's tip number 2. All right, now tip number 3, this is a juicy one. This is one that a lot of people don't take advantage of. Within LinkedIn, there is something called creator mode. Now, I've created a whole video all about what creator mode is, how to turn it on, how to set everything up. It's really super easy to do, but I want you to check out this video right here. I cover everything in detail there. So I'm not going to go into detail right now. You got to check out that video. It's super helpful. But what I do want to say is with this featured section, I'll just give you a little snippet of an information here. What it does is it actually adjust the way your LinkedIn profile appears, meaning that some of the sections shift around. And with this creator mode, you get something called a featured section. And that's a section that appears right below the headline on your profile. And it allows you to highlight or to feature some of the content that you share on a regular basis. And this can be anything from your posts, it could be newsletter, it could be a link to another website, it could be a document you've uploaded. There's so many things that you can include in this featured section, but it's a way of putting the most important information front and center to your audience. And taking videos that you've produced, whether you've shared it on LinkedIn or whether it's from YouTube, and you want to keep that right front and center, this is a really great way to leverage your video content in that manner. So I recommend you check out that featured section and creator mode on LinkedIn, enable it, turn it on, get it set up, and start leveraging your video content as a featured piece of information on your profile. Get that done today. All right, now, number 4. If you have a company page on LinkedIn, if you've set up, you have your personal profile, but maybe you've also got a page for your company, well, that's another great spot to feature your video content. Share it on your profile, you're going to reach a lot of people. Sharing it on your company page, that's where you can reach a different audience, maybe different contacts. So leverage that video in as many ways as you can. Post it on your company page. All right, number 5. Another great way to share video content on LinkedIn is through a LinkedIn newsletter. Now, what's a LinkedIn newsletter? Maybe you didn't even know you could do that. Well, have you heard of LinkedIn articles? LinkedIn articles are basically longer posts that you can feature on your account on LinkedIn. If you've ever gone to do a post and you see on the right side, there's something called articles. It's basically like posting a blog on the platform, and it's a way to get these long form pieces of content seen by more people on LinkedIn. And setting up a LinkedIn newsletter takes it a step further because it'll actually allow people to subscribe to your feed. So anytime you post a new one of these articles or newsletters, it's actually sent out to people who choose to follow you. Now, setting up a newsletter isn't hard, and I've actually created a video. I want you to check it out. Just click the link up here and you'll get access to that video where I show you exactly how to set up the LinkedIn newsletter and how to post your first one, how to structure things, and it's a really simple process to go through. But once you do it, this is a really valuable way that you can take your video content, leverage it as content with a longer post, adding a video in there, sharing it as a newsletter, and having people automatically see it and being able to engage with it on the platform. So that is my next tip for you on how to leverage that video content. Now, we just talked about how you can reach a lot of people at once, but another area of LinkedIn that people often overlook is LinkedIn groups. That's right, they're still existed. They used to be here, then they kind of took them away, but they're still in existence. They're still LinkedIn groups, and it's a great way for you to interact with an audience. So if you've got a valuable piece of content for that group, if it's something where you can share knowledge, that's a perfect way to post it and share your valuable content with a dedicated audience on a specific niche topic or niche group theme. So leverage LinkedIn groups. If you're not on any groups right now, you can go to the groups tab and you can actually search for a group based on the target audience that you serve. So if it's realtors, search for real estate groups. If it's for chiropractic, search for chiropractor groups. Anything that's related to your field, find a group for it, be part of the discussions in that group, and then see how you can produce video content and leverage it within the group. Again, video content is what helps you stand out, what helps you look different. So leverage that, post something different in those groups, and I guarantee you will stand out. All right, so we've got 2 more here, 2 more ideas I've got for you on how you can share your video content. And these ones, well, they take engagement to a whole nother level. Now, we've talked about how to reach people in a number of ways, and those are generally the free ways, the organic ways that you can reach people. But LinkedIn also has a paid advertising route. And you can use your video content, whether it's a longer form video or short snippets like we talked about repurposing. You can use video content, create an ad, target it to your target audience, and share your message that way. It is a great way to stand out. Again, the theme of this is standing out, being different, sharing information in a new way. And a lot of people who do ads, they're either messaged ads where you get that in your inbox, like a sponsored message, or it might just be a visual. But leveraging video on an ad is a great way to stand out. It's a great way to reach people. So try LinkedIn ads and use your video as the creative copy of the ad. Now, my last tip here, well, it's all about the inbox. That's right. We talked a little bit about it with advertising because you can do some ads where it'll go direct to someone's message. But if you're engaging with people on a regular basis, and if you reach out to people directly and you start a conversation, a great way to share information, to share ideas, even to send a message in a way that's unique is to leverage video. Now, I do this a number of times because I'm always sharing content. Sometimes I have people reaching out to me on LinkedIn and they've got a question. And what I can often do is I can say, hey, I've got a video that I did that's going to exactly answer your question. Here it is. And I'll share the video content that way. But sometimes what I also do is I will record a message. And instead of typing out the message, I'll record a video message and then I'll send that to the person. It makes it a lot more welcoming. It makes it a lot more personal, as if it's one-on-one. So leveraging video through direct messaging on LinkedIn is another way to really make yourself stand out, to serve people better, and to be remembered. So those are my 8 tips for how to leverage video on LinkedIn. Let me know in the comments below what you thought of this video, which of those ideas you are going to try next, and what kind of impact it helped you make. Once again, my name is Lowell Brown from Going Social, where we take the complicated out of social media marketing and make things a little more simple and easy for you. Stay tuned. I've got more videos. You can check some of them out right here, and I'll see you in the next video.